Alright, what's going on today, YouTube? Welcome back to your favorite cyclist YouTube channel. This week, back with Project Mongoose again, and if you didn't watch the, a couple videos ago now, where I talked all about what's wrong with Walmart bikes, that's what we're fixing today. We're fixing the shifters. We're going to be installing brand new shifters, brand new shifter cables on this bike. That way you can actually shift gears on here. But before we get into today's video, if you're new to my channel, make sure you head down below, hit that subscribe button for me. If you already are subscribed, make sure you have that little bell icon next to that check. That way you get notified every time I upload. That way you don't miss any awesome bike quick talks, Project Mongoose updates, tutorials, reviews, rides, everything we do on this channel. So, on to Project Mongoose here. So why am I changing out shifters and the shift cables? Well, shift cables and the housing are shot. The shifters, well, didn't watch that video, go check out the video. Pretty much the shifters are non-serviceable, so you cannot change out the shift cables at all. So pretty much I broke part one just to take a look. So we need new shifters, is what's going on. So I went ahead, went online, ordered these. This is a microshift, pretty much a 3x7 shifter, pretty much basic flat bar twist shifter. Nothing fancy. This is the MS25-7, found on eBay for, I think it was less than 25 bucks. Super cheap. Microshift makes some nice solid stuff, so we're putting on microshift on this bike. Now with these, the one thing you do want to make sure of is what brand your derailleurs are on here when you get new shifters. So in my case, these are Shimano derailleurs on here. Therefore, a microshift or shifters that are compatible with Shimano shifting systems. So this one is right down here at the bottom, it says Shimano. There's SRAM. SRAM uses a different system, so make sure you line that up properly with the type of derailleurs you have. Otherwise, you're gonna have some fun problems. So get the right ones you need. And pretty much on this bike, I already got the old ones loose here. Pretty much what you're gonna need, couple tools. You're gonna need some Allen keys, obviously, to take the old shifters off, put the new shifters on. Potentially loosen up your pinch bolts on both of your derailleurs. In my case, I have a wrench for these two, just because mine are actually bolts versus a Allen head. So get with those. You need cable cutters. I use needle nose pliers to crimp all the little end crimps on the cables. And potentially a pick. I don't really think you're gonna need the pick too much on these, but just in case you do need it. Other than that, as you take apart your old shifters, make sure you save your old housing. Makes it so much easier installing it, because you can just copy what was there before and have all your lengths set for your housing. But let's get right over to the bike here. We'll get started installing these new shifters. So first one we're gonna start with, I'm gonna go ahead and start with the front shifter right here. Like I said, these are already all broken. I broke them out to show you in the last video what they actually look like inside. Pretty much gonna take these off. You do have twist shifters, so I have this little plastic washer in between the shifter and the grip, so make sure you save that. You do have to take off the grips first for these, just in this case. Super easy. These ones I was able to roll back. So you can use like an air compressor or water, anything along those lines. Just get in between the shifter, or in between the grip and the handlebar. Should come right off, no issues at all. So go ahead and save these washers here. I'm gonna grab this other one too, just so I don't lose them. There we go. And then pretty much your old shifter, there is just a small Allen bolt right there on the bottom. So you just have to loosen that up there. That loosens the clamp. And after that, off it comes, and you can just go like this, because you don't need it anymore. It's garbage. So then we'll go ahead and grab our new microshift shifter, nice and shiny here. And we're just gonna go ahead and slide that right on the bar, right in place. Ooh, 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 look how good that looks. And then with the new one, to get that lined up, pretty much just butted up against the brake lever down here on the bottom. And pretty much on this one, there's an Allen key as well, right on the bottom of this one. And we're just gonna tighten that right up, not to over tighten this or anything, just enough so it doesn't move. Because you don't really want these grip shifters moving when you twist them to move, when you twist to shift. All right, so there we go. Shifter is installed on there, so that's all set. And like I said in my last video where I did the brake cables, I bought this kit. It's a Bell, I think it's a Bell pit crew or pit stop is what they call it. I'll put a link in the description down below to this cable set, for which it came with cables, housing, little stops for the cable, and the cable ends as well. However, I don't need the cable. My new shifters came with cables. So we're just gonna go ahead and cut this right off here. Drop that side off, and we'll just take the housing out. And then like I said, save your old housing here, because with your old housing, I can literally just put that right, line that right up. Slide down, and there's where I need to cut my new housing, right there. So nice and easy. So we're gonna grab our old cable cutters here. We're gonna cut this one and give it a little bit extra, just because that's the way I kind of like it. And shifter housing is a little bit tougher to cut than brake housing, just because of the way it's designed. It's essentially a bunch of wires in there. So then you can grab your little pick here. There's a little sleeve inside of this, so if you want, you can come in here and just kind of straighten it out a little bit. Make it so the cable will actually go through. Spin it around. There we go. So there's our first piece of cable housing there. And then in the pack with the bell ones comes all these little housing ends here. So we'll go ahead, open this up. Pop out 2 ends. Got that all untwisted. And let's see. Same thing. We'll just go ahead and slide our cable right through this, right through our new housing. Pop that all the way through. There we go. Like boom, just like that. And then up here on the front with all of your other cable housings, your brakes, your rear derailleur, just make sure you have it lined up where you like. I generally like to have mine kind of crossed in the front. So this one would then come over to like here, and we'll get our other little cable housing. Slide that sucker right in there. Little tiny one. If yours has these little 3 little bumper things on the bottom, you can put those on if you want. It just protects the paint a little bit just from chafing. Helps the cable slide a little better, you know, if you have them. If you don't, not a big deal. You don't need them at all. So go ahead, slide your cable back through there. There we go. Go ahead, pop it right into the stop. There we are. And into the stop down here. And pretty much right down here at the derailleur. Let's see, does this one have a hole? Does not. Alright, so pretty much we're just going to slide our cable right on through here. Back behind that little pinch there. And I like to pull mine around. Like so. Alright. And we just grab our ratchet, your Allen key, whatever kind of bolt, whatever kind of tighten, whatever kind of bolt you got going on. I'm going to grab that right there. Make sure you have it relatively tight through it. That'll work for now. So that is how you install a new shifter cable / shifter. I'm going to go ahead and swap the rear one out. Same process for the rear. Take your old shifter off, throw the new one on, copy your old housing all the way back to the rear derailleur, and go ahead, bolt it all up, and you're set. So that is installing new shifters and shifter cables on your bike. In one of the next videos, we'll be talking about how to adjust all your derailleurs, front, rear, height, cable tension, make sure everything is solid in. Right now, everything's a little loose just because I don't have a chain on, so I don't have a way to properly get the derailleurs adjusted. But that will be coming soon in the next video. If you guys did enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up. Appreciate the support. Any comments or questions, let me know down in the comments section below. Love hearing from you guys. Love chatting with you as well. And we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching today.